Welcome everybody to the Ultimechs preseason week 6. My name is NightFiree with 2 E's. I will be your conductor in today's journey into the Mechverse as we watch 2 top teams in the Ultimechs preseason, Run It Back versus Fists of Steel, duking it out against each other. Should be an exciting matchup to hop into. Very much looking forward to this battle. We do have to get the lobbies ready, so do give us some time to prep that, but we can talk about these 2 teams briefly while we get that sorted. We do have 2 squads that have been putting in the work this preseason. Run It Back with over 10 games played so far this season, 15 played for the Fists of Steel, and so we're looking at 2 players again that have a lot of experience, 2 teams, excuse me, that have a lot of experience so far in this preseason playing at a competitive level. They're at in this case, Fists of Steel, the top rank. They're number 1 in the ladder versus number 8th, I believe, with Run It Back, and so we should be getting into a very competitive series today. We're going to be following Fists of Steel to their second matchup after this. That's scheduled for an hour from now, but we should have 2 good games that we're going to be hopping into here this afternoon. It's just a matter of getting into those lobbies and getting ready to dive into the action. Looks like we do have the invite coming in. I think everyone should be here and in lobby. Yes, indeed. As we do get ready, I'll go ahead and put my ready up as well, and we will wait for these 2 teams to get going. It's a best of 5 in case you've forgotten. On the orange, it looks like we're going to have Fists of Steel. Or excuse me, in the blue is going to be Fists of Steel, and then orange is going to be Run It Back. So we are going to swap the names here real quick so we don't have that confusion when we start into the game. Fist of Steel will be on the left score line. Run It Back will be in orange, or excuse me, in blue on the right. We'll give me a quick second to sort that for you scoreboard-wise, and we are loading in now. To our first lobby of the afternoon. Taking a bit of time, so we're just gonna wait until everyone's in and we're ready to go, and make sure we have the right people on the right. 3, 2. There we go. Yes, we're all good. Into the action we go for round number 1 in this series, and out the gate almost a 2 coming in from Aboria as they have to dive back onto the defense. It's a quick pressure coming in from the likes of. Oh, looks like we have a little bit of an overlay issue here. Apologies for that. See if we can fix those score lines there as we do dive into the action here. Not sure what is going on with the overlay there. Do apologize for that. We'll just go ahead and put you on the ball up at the mid-court here. And just let me try and sort this out. Oh, and Heritage with a good defense, knocking it all the way back, setting it up for a 2, and a great denial from Aboria. You know what I think we'll do is we'll just disable this for now. We'll try and sort it out post-gameplay. But in the orange, we do have the likes of Run It Back in blue, Fists of Steel. Fists of Steel, again, your number 1 ranked team, so the blue team, number 1 in the ladder. The orange team, Run It Back with Blade and Heritage, still pretty high up in that ladder, ranked 4. Or ranked 8th, I believe, worldwide. Little battle over the midfield. And almost hitting it back over into the zone of Fists of Steel, but Run It Back really doing a good job of trying to apply this pressure here up in the Fists of Steel's zone. Heritage and Blade battling up in the midfield. Here comes the pressure. A moment for a snipe. No, it doesn't come through. Blade wasn't quite set up for that snipe opportunity. There comes the shot, though. They were trying to go for the center shot. Does not connect, and the ball again floats into the midfield as Blade and Heritage have to go on the defense. Down into the zone. Abyss of Steel now into the zone of run it back, battling it back and forth. And, ooh, almost a 2 connecting in, but not quite. The #1 ranked EU team, I suppose. This is an EU-NA battle, but worth noting. But the #1 EU team here, Fists of Steel in blue, trying to get their first point with about 1.5 minutes left in the round. This is Heritage and Blade, good defense, knocking it immediately out of the front of their zone. They do not want to let up an opportunity for a big hit. A 2 here, and ooh, there's a good denial. Flops all the way back, and oh no, the snipe just barely missing. But the pressure maintained. Oh, the 2 floating into the corner, not quite there. Run it back, trying to find a point here. Maybe a snipe opportunity. Is the charge available? It doesn't look like it, Blade and Heritage. No big hits coming in. A nice boost back into the midfield to try and keep the pressure on for Fists of Steel. They haven't had a good offensive presence for the last back half of this round, as we do get into the 45 seconds left. And uh-oh, a bit of a botched defensive shot there. They do end up connecting. An opportunity again for an attack. Good defense from both sides coming in here. No walls coming up, which is interesting. Ooh, and another good defensive bounce back. Nearly a shot on goal to the midfield. Got you there. And Fists of Steel trying to get a point. The ball floating in for a 2. No, doesn't connect on the top side. Going to be the orange squad. Run it back, trying to find a point. The ball floating up into the zone. Not where you want this ball to be, up in the air. Right in front of your goal. An opportunity. Uh-oh, bouncing back to the zone. They need to get it onto the ground or try and keep it into the air to apply the pressure. Both teams trying to keep this thing skybound as they try and push in for a goal. They don't want to go to overtime, but that's the case. We are headed to extra time. No golden goal in extra time. But it is sudden death. First to score takes the win. You can see the fist coming out early, trying to get that easy advantage, and there's the goal for Fists of Steel. They put themselves up around. And a solid job from Fists of Steel so far, taking that win on round 1. See if we can. We'll do our best to sort out the technical issues live, but if not, we'll just keep you updated on the score lines as we ready up for our next round. And get ready to dive right back into the action. No delay here between these two teams. Same sides, so in orange we do have Run It Back in blue, Fists of Steel. Fists of Steel with a 1-goal lead so far. And out the gate, connections coming in. Oh, and a nice pressure from the Run It Back squad, looking to open things up with an early point. Can't quite nail it. Battle in the midfield now. Volley for the ball. Here's an opportunity for a potential score. No, yes, the 2. No, it doesn't come sniped in. Quickly floated in front of the goal there, though. Heritage and Blade have to dive back in time as they battle for possession up to the midfield. Blade does connect, is seeming to get an opportunity here in the corner, but no, now vying for possession. And really both of these teams just putting up good, solid defense, making it very hard for either one to score. Ooh, what a great denial. That one almost floating in for the 1. That's all it takes, clearly. Just off the corner there that time, and good pressure from Run It Back. A big shot over to the other side of Run It Back zone, but nothing quite connecting in for a goal. Trying to go for the big power hits as Heritage and Blade patiently wait for that ball to come down, knocking it quickly back into the zone. Oh, and there's a good denial. Up through the midfield here. And the first goal comes through, and it's finally the Run It Back squad finding themselves a point. They put themselves on in the board, on the lead, and it's just like that, shut down Extreme Asoria coming through. Tying this thing up one apiece. It takes seconds to score a goal. And they just got that lucky joust, that lucky ball drop up to the center, and a quick point coming in. Heritage now back on the defense, and we're into a tie game yet again. And we have sorted out the overlays, so we'll go ahead and fix your score line here. And then update it. As run it back, trying to find the points on blue side, trying to get that 2-goal lead, and they find it. They're 2 minutes away now from taking their second round. Remember, it's a best of 5, and so... Oh, I actually have the scoreline wrong there. I actually have the sides wrong, too, so let me actually do have to swap. Fist of Steel in blue, run it back in orange. Trying to find another point here. A lot of time, minute 45 on the clock. Run it back, trying to defend. Heritage here in the goal, doing a nice job as OGA tries to get that goal in. Can't quite find it. Asoria back on the defense, and again, that defense has been critical for this Fist of Steel squad. Almost a point in, run it back, trying to connect. Something here. This is Steel. Battling for possession, there's the knockdown, and ooh, a good denial from Asoria. OGA finds the goal, no, it floats around. Heritage can't deny it in time, can't get the fist inside the goal to scoop it out. 3 points with a minute left. Again, it is run it back in orange, Fist of Steel in blue. I'm gonna get this updated one of these days here. There we go. And Fist of Steel do have that first round. They're looking to take the second one here. 30 seconds left. We've seen goals scored in seconds. Literally seconds in this game, and so it's not out of scope here. A 2 could also put them back in the game, and oh my goodness, floating in front of the 2. An opportunity for a snipe, but it doesn't come in. As Heritage now has to defend, and there's the big shot in for another goal. It's 4-1 here in round number 2 in this best of 5. A powerful start again. That gets quickly denied
10
by Fists of Steel.
8 7 6
And yeah, 4 points not going to get locked in here. Blade Heritage
2 1.
accepting the fate, or maybe at least trying to get another point here on the board. They are getting up into the goal, and no, they couldn't find that extra point. 4-1 for round number 2, though, does mean another round into the pocket of Fist of Steel. No battle pass experience for us, but if you were playing regularly, you would. And a quick look at the stats before we wait for our next round. Should be coming up here any moment. A big shout out to everyone that is tuning in and enjoying the action here. We appreciate you. I see Knife and Esport in here. I saw CGF earlier as well. Make sure you're spreading the word of Ultimechs to your friends, as we do try and bring more of these broadcasts live into the studio. We do have another one scheduled at 1 p.m. PST start time. We will be following this Fist of Steel squad when they go up against their next opponent, and so having no lobby issues. We dive right back into it. Round 3 here for the series. There we go. You can hear the crowd going wild, getting ready for what could be the final round. Run it back again, had a good start to round 2. A nice opening, got that first goal within that first minute or 2, but then that instant rebuttal really hurt them. And it's going to be up to Blade and Heritage really maintaining the aggression here. Find themselves An early point on the offense. Blade and Heritage win the joust, but they have to go back on the defense. Haven't seen any big snipes come in yet from Blade. As Heritage does do a good job of defending, keeping the presence here, trying to get set up for a 2. No, almost floats in, but great denial. Again, the defense coming in from Fist of Steel has been crucial. And the first time we see a wall come up. Haven't seen the defensive wall yet. But it is a strong element in defending your goal line. Nice setup off the wall into the center. Cross there, not connected. Blade and Heritage back on the defense. Another opportunity. A 2 floating up, and oh my goodness, it almost goes the distance. Another wall enabled here. Bit of a different spread. Not, I think if anything, a little bit dangerous as if it could get inside the wall. It could mean a goal. If the wall drops, it could mean a goal. And the wall dropped, you could hear it drop right as that ball floats in there. And so maybe a false sense of confidence from Blade and Heritage, thinking they had that defended. First point going in to Fists of Steel. They really need to connect with one here now. A quick bounce back to keep things tied is going to be vital. Otherwise, we have seen that score line become unmanageable for them before. And fast rounds, the cross up to the center, and oh my goodness. Almost in. Oh, and a long shot. Look at the spin, though, curving it just to the side. Another shot right over to the corner. Little top spin here, keeps it honest, up to the center, knocked over to the sides again. Good denial on defense. OGA and Asoria really just putting on a clinic here on how to properly deny attempts. They're trying to set up, they're trying to get those snipe opportunities for Blade, but they just can't find them. They can't get the ball where they need it. And Blade and Heritage got to go back on this defense. As Blade up to the center here, tries to defend. Heritage now dropping back, both of them covering their main positions and vying for possession. The attack, an opportunity for a 2, it is, it connects just through the corner as Heritage tries to put up the wall. 2-0 in 2 minutes here. Not looking ideal for the NA squad. Fists of Steel staying true to their #1 rank in the ladder so far this preseason. And oh, there's the knock, not quite in. Blade and Asoria trying. Battle for possession. Heritage able to get back and defend in time. And now an attack as Asoria and OGA drop back. Another good bit of defense. Not allowing the setups to come through and then continuing to apply the pressure, hunting for the setups of their own. It's much like this, but a good denial. Small taps to keep it inside the corner, but eventually it goes over the head of Asoria. Maybe an opportunity for a 2. There's the wall, keeping it inside. They're able to continue to apply the pressure relentlessly. That ball is not going to escape. The wall does have an HP bar, finally dissipates. Able to get that thing out of the corner. Oh my, almost a 2 floating in. Doesn't quite get all the way through though, and Blade and Heritage have to dive back and defend up through the center. More pressure being applied here into the mid is what is needed as Heritage and Blade continue to get aggressive. Floating over into the corner, bouncing off the side, and another shot attempt. No, just a touch wide. Looking for the 1 or the 2. They need the 2 at this stage. 25 seconds left. They can't afford anything but the 2 unless they pick up a couple of quick ones. They're set up into the midfield. Can't get it where they want it. Now they have to go back on the defense. The wall set up in the middle here still. It could become a net benefit. They need the 2 here. It's up and over. It's in front. No, can't quite connect. Now the ball floating in the air. It's going to be overtime as it falls to the ground and is denied. That's going to be round number 3 into the hands of Fists of Steel. Very quick look at that scoreline yet again, and a couple of saves coming in there on both sides, but ultimately not enough. For the likes of Run It Back, Fists of Steel putting on a good performance and setting themselves up nicely for their next matchup, which is in 40 minutes from now. Which means that we're going to cut the stream, but we will be coming back for our next matchup with this team. And that is the series. It's 3 rounds into the pocket. of Fists of Steel, continuing to be that #1 team in the ladder. But we will come back in 40 minutes from now. The stream will be live again for another Fists of Steel matchup. So do stop by in 40 minutes when we come back for more Ultimechs. Ashton, appreciate you hanging out here. Tell your friends, hit the follow button if you haven't already. Come back for more in a few minutes. Well, 40 minutes, half an hour, roughly. The stream will be back live. So until then, stay classy.